How's it going, Ethan? What were you kind of seeing on that pitch where you hit the ball out to right field?
I was seeing a lot of sliders, and his slider was hard. And, I knew he wasn't coming back with a fastball because they pitched in slider counts. That's what we learned before the game on the scouting report. And they pitched sliders and slider counts, and he ended up hanging one and 1-2 count, and I kind of got it.
Ethan, we've talked to you a little bit about, maybe a little bit lost with the swing earlier in the year, got things back to before the season. I guess when you see things starting to spiral, you're seeing balls go over the fence. I mean, what does that do for confidence? Where do you feel like your swing's at? And I guess what's working for you? Just seeing the ball well? I mean, what are you kind of seeing?
I mean, all I'm trying to do is just contribute to the team. Confidence is everything for me. But whatever I got to do to contribute to the team, like just hit a sac fly, sac bunt, whatever you need.
Eli, in that first inning when you're up 0-2 and you hit the guy and load the bases, you didn't seem to flinch. And Coach King talked about how they kind of preached to do what you did. So can you kind of share your insight and perspective of that final
yes,
that inning?
Baseball's a game of a lot of ups and downs. You're gonna have highs and lows, but one of the biggest things for me is kind of staying on even playing. Baseball, things are gonna go your way. There was a couple softly hit balls that, weren't hard hit, it kind of hurts, and then I hit the guy, so my own mistake. So everything going on around you, you kind of just got to keep it within you and do your job and control the controllables.
Eli, you had your career high tonight, both innings and pitches thrown. How do you feel physically, and where do you feel like your stuff is now after kind of starting a game longer than you have before?
I feel great. I was ready to go back out for that 6, You kind of get tunnel vision once you get in a groove, but I felt good. Coming back from Tommy John last year, it was kind of a struggle. On a pitch count, it's hard to maneuver your way through it because you're always thinking about it. But today, I was kind of just. Coach Parker told me I was free. He was going to let me go. It's a good feeling to get a little length in me.
Yeah, Eli, what did you think about the way Jerzenbeck and Nick came into pitch after you, and how much confidence did that give you? That you guys can go on and win this game without much of a problem.
Oh, it's awesome. I know we have one of the best staffs in the country. I come out of the game, I see Eli Jerzenbeck throwing down there. I'm like, all right, it's wraps. It's good to know you and have guys you trust in the pen, and it makes it a lot easier on a starting pitcher.
Anything else?
Ethan, Braylon had a big hit to kind of get the offense going in the 6th. It was a long at bat. What do you kind of learned, especially from the older guys in this team, kind of about fighting through at bats and just kind of sticking even through some tough middle innings today?
Yeah, I kind of see how they breathe in the situations like that. Wimmer just stays calm. McGillis stays calm. Cassis stays calm. They're down 0-2 against a really good pitcher. They'll still stay in it. They're not going to just give up at bats. And I've kind of learned from that. And after the preseason where I was striking out constantly, and I figured out with 2 strikes, I got to shorten up and see what they do, because they're not striking out. So I saw what they did. I learned from it. I see how calm and collective they are, and it's just good to see. And I've learned a lot from that. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.